What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. This one's going to be a special one today. So we're going to be talking about another credit builder account, but this one is going to have some added bonuses here, and it's pretty much a no-brainer, and you pretty much can't fail with this one. This one I want to say is even better than the ones I've talked about before. But before we get started with that, I want to take a moment here just to say thank you to all the veterans, both the past and present, for your service. And I too used to serve, so I thought it'd be pretty funny that I'll show you a video that I was able to find on the internet back in 2011, I think. It was quite a while ago, so I thought it'd be funny. Let me show a quick video of me getting tased. Now, this is over on Buckwheat 1214 channel. So anyway, this was me back in the day, and this was one of the trainer courses that you take, and here's me getting tased. Yeah, I know, pretty boring. But anyway, so I just want to show you that. That was actually pretty funny. I actually forgot that was even on the internet. I think I was having a talk with my son, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that's right, that's right. I did take this course," and they went and looked me up, and I was like, "Wow, found me on the YouTube." So anyway, I didn't even know much about YouTube way back then. But anyway, let's jump into the video. What we're going to be talking about. So today we're going to be talking about Chime. Chime is a bank that also has a checking account. So, but what I want to do is, before I jump into it, like I said, I want to show you kind of what I tell you all before. I don't just talk the talk, I walk the walk. So yes, I do have Chime checking account and their credit builder account. So like I said, I have to go through it firsthand, so I'm not just sitting here reading stuff off of the internet. I've actually been through it, and I use them as well too. So they do have an app. And I'm going to skim over this because I really don't want to waste you all too much time, but I'm going to hit some of the big bullet points and features of this, and then you can decide if you would like to try this out. So again, my opinion, if you're going to be using this account, I think it's best for people who have no credit or challenge credit, because if you have good credit, you don't even need this. But like I said, this will come in handy if you decide to use an account like this, because what you can do is, first of all, you do need to have a checking account through them. You have to have a qualifying deposit, and then you can open up the credit builder account. It is a secure card, of course, but the cool thing about the secure card is there is no minimum requirement. You can literally put $1 on your on that secure card and have $1 credit limit, right? And another big thing is there is no limits. There's no preset limit, so it doesn't cap out anything. I mean, you want to put, $400,000 on your secure card, have at it. But I would assume if you had that much money, you probably have better credit, unless you were doing some shady things. But anyway, here's some of the cool things. What I think is beneficial to somebody using this over your regular credit cards, or even the other secure cards. So as you know, most cards are going to have interest rates, right? So it has that annual interest rate here. So 19, 15, 20, 30%. This one charges nothing. There's no annual fee. There's no interest. Let me say that again. No annual fee and no interest. You can't go wrong with this card, like I said. And they don't do a hard pull. So like I said, most credit cards will do a hard pull. There are some workarounds, if you get pre-approvals and stuff like that, that's a soft pull. But in general, most credit cards, secured, even some secure cards, will do a hard pull. And as you know, like I talked in some of my other videos, I did talk about some of those secure cards. Of course, most of them are going to start with a minimum like $200, $250 and up to get you a credit limit. And like I said, this one you can literally put $1, $10 on there, or whatever like that, and slowly build up the credit on here. So and this is basically how it works. So let's just, you do your direct deposit. Like I said, you do need a minimum of $200 into a checking account, into their checking account, in order to be eligible for the credit builder. Now, you don't need to put $200 if you just want the checking account. Maybe you don't have a checking account. But like I said, the cool thing about it is, when you open up that checking account and you end up having the credit builder as well, they work hand in hand. So what you can do is, you don't spend the money on a debit card. What you do is you use that credit builder account, and then you set up an auto pay from that spend account. So it will automatically pay your balance or however you set it up, it will automatically pay that off every month, as you can see here, and you can do that right through the app. And the best part is, in my opinion, is because it reports to all three credit bureaus. So, and that's one thing I want to say is my advice is don't apply for any type of account or loans that only apply to one or two of the credit bureaus. Because you can get all three, then go ahead and do it. That's just going to help with all your credit reports being more consistent and accurate, because you never know who you're going to and what banks report or what banks pull from what credit unions. Now, there is a list out there that you can get access to, but you typically have to pay for those type of lists, and they will tell you what type of banks or what banks pull from what credit bureaus. Wow, man. But anyway, so we're gonna skim over a couple more here. So I'm gonna fast forward a bit here, and it is a Visa. Just like the debit card, I think I showed that in the video earlier. So it is a Visa, so everyone Visa is accepted, so you can use that worldwide. Like I say, it does have some built-in safety, so it does have, you can use instant alert function that can tell you about every transaction it goes through. I use that on my Capital One actually, which is pretty cool because I do have like some auto pay set up on there, so it will send you like a quick text message or a notification through the app that says, hey, you know, this was just charged to your card and things like that. And if you happen to lose your card or some authorized purchases and you're not sure if it was you or maybe someone stole your information, you can go right into the app and block your card so it won't be able to use. And like I said, and this, they do offer 24/7 support with actual real people, so you don't have to deal with that automated pre-scripted answers that you usually see in some of those other channels. It also has two-factor authentication and fingerprint authentication. So hopefully I'm not talking too fast, but I'm trying to keep it short and sweet, straight to the point, and offer nothing but value and things you can do. Like I said, this doesn't cost you anything. It only takes a couple minutes to fill out the application, get approved, deposit your funds, and your cards typically takes 5 to 7 business days to arrive. So you can have that in within a week, and then you're off to the races. So, and I'm gonna just talk a little bit about some Q&A here, but I'm not gonna go through every one because I did kind of go through all this before, and I was like, well, if you're gonna apply for it, you can read this on your own. Maybe pause the video, but like I said, I will show you kind of what you need and talk about the highlights of the things you actually should be paying attention to that's necessary to know. So like I mentioned before, a qualifying direct deposit of $200 is needed into the checking account in order to be eligible for the credit builder. I just in order to be approved, because like I say, there's no hard pull or anything like that, which is here, no hard pull, right? And yes, you do have to have the checking account. Like I said, that is a requirement for them. They don't charge any fees, no fees, and they also don't charge you for using ATMs outside of their network. So with that being said, like I said, you literally can't fail with this. This is a slam dunk, good way to get started, especially like I said, if you're younger, you're 18, 20 years old, and you haven't had credit before, but you got your first or second job, you know, you can open this up as a checking account, and boom, you're set. That's your first credit card, and then you can use that to kind of as leverage for other banks once you get an increase in your credit score. So say once you're able to build this up to a $2,000, $3,000, $4,000 credit limit, you know, you can then apply for other credit cards who will then hopefully give you larger limits based on that. So like I said, we did talk about why it's different from the other traditional banks. Like I said, with no fees. Of course, and it also is going to help your score in all of those areas. You know, paying on time, credit utilization. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's another one. That's what I want to talk about, the credit utilization. So this card does not report credit utilization. So if you have a $2,000 credit limit and you use $2,000 of it, it will not report a maxed out credit card, which is great, because one thing that hurts people is that credit utilization. Typically because, you know, maybe you spend like all $2,000 and you only make payments over month after month, and you're paying interest on that, and it's going to slowly bring down your utilization and slowly bring up your credit score, but it's going to tank if it shows a maxed out credit card, depending on the size it is and how many credit cards you have. But anyway, like I said, so, and I did cover that as well. There is no preset limits, so you can keep running that up to the moon if you decide to. But anyway, like I said, I'll let you be the judge of that. I don't want to take up too much time. I just want to provide you some value. And again, I want to thank all my fellow veterans, both past and present. Like I said, it was awesome. I served for 13 years. I'm not in anymore. But anyway, I do want to say thank you to everybody for watching. If I provided some value, hit that thumbs up. Like, share, and subscribe if you so choose to. Don't cost you anything. So I appreciate everybody's time, and I hope you have a happy and safe weekend. Talk to you all later. Peace.